Hey, it's Friday Fraud Law Review, and I came across this OIG reporting on something that makes me really sick to my stomach. Um, those of you who know me know how much this fraud on our elderly burns me up so bad. So this one is so horrible. And this fella's been has pled guilty. So I'm going to speak his name, Gino. I might say the last name wrong. It's Rives. Is that Rives? Rives. Mr. Rivers is a 36-year-old out of Edmondson, Missouri. So this whole case came down in the Eastern District of Missouri. Listen to what this piece did. Apparently, there's two things that he admitted to: stealing a home from an elderly woman, and then fraudulently accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars from somebody else. So let's get into it. Apparently, he admitted in his guilty plea that he approached this older lady who was a widow, 87-year-old. The initials are MP. This is back in 2017. And he offered to clean gutters and do little things around the house for her. And that sounds so innocuous, right? Like we all, everyone wants a handyman. And when we get older, we're going to need more and more of those handymen, right? He also shopped for her. Well, she gave him her husband's car, and the husband had passed, right? Because she's a widow, in gratitude for his help, but then denies that she otherwise compensated him. In July of that year, however, a quitclaim deed was executed, transferring her home to him for $1. It says that he moved her into his mother's home. And then a year and a half later, wait, 4 or 5 years later, in January of 23, he put her in a nursing home, meaning MP. And then began renting her home to his own mother. This is crazy. He falsely claimed to the nursing home staff that he had power of attorney for MP to manage her financial affairs, but apparently he didn't have that. His other victim, it's just sickening. I don't even know how you think you can walk the face of the earth and hold your head up having done something like this. Rives, his other victim, was an 80-year-old by the initials of AB, who hired him sometime before January 2021 to repair her roof for $7,500. He claimed to be a licensed contractor. Apparently he's not. And she hired him to renovate the interior of her house. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,100 square foot home, and it was worth no more than $135,000 in 2021. From March of 2018 through 2022, this Mr. Rives received checks totaling, over $387,000 that were supposedly for home repair. I guess it's from this little 80-year-old AB lady. He received another more than 112,000 through 2023 through checks that were designated for purposes other than home repair, or did not list a purpose. And then another roughly 151,000, she had some bucks, this lady apparently, went to 4 people who were also supposedly doing home repairs for her. One of these people told investigators that he performed some kitchen repairs and then cashed 8 of her checks, giving the proceeds to Mr. Rives, who then gave a portion back to the worker. What a scam. I mean, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars did we just talk about? 387, 115, 151, 112. These are all thousands on a house that was worth no more than 135,000. Can't make this stuff up. A St. Louis building inspector estimated the value of the repairs at no more than $50,000. And there was no indication that the promised structural work had actually been done. Mr. Rives also obtained 4 vehicles that had been purchased by his elderly victim: a 2020 Dodge Challenger, a 2016 Ford Mustang, a 2017 GMC Sierra, and a 2016 Mercedes 350. He used the victim's debit card to make purchases for himself and relatives, including over $2,000 in airline tickets for a trip to Phoenix in the spring of 2023. AB, the 80-year-old, died in April of 2023. So she's not going to be around to see where this is heading for him. In his plea, he apparently agreed to the forfeiture of the 4 vehicles. Oh, what a sweetheart. Agreed to the forfeiture that once belonged to AB, as well as the forfeiture of MP's house. That's the first lady. And a 1978 Ford Fairmont and a 2006 Corvette. Apparently, this was investigated by both the SSA, Office of Inspector General, who's, of course, as you know, the entity reporting this from where I get my information, and the U.S. Secret Service. Wow. They give a link on this, and I'm going to, of course, post the link to this report, but they give a direct link to Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline. Maybe I'll just stick that link down below too. So if you don't want to go to the actual article, at least you can click on that if you need that information. All right, isn't that sick? So what do you guys think should be his penalty, Mr. 36-year-old Gino? Honestly, I don't really have a problem with life in prison. Sorry, I know. Does that sound harsh of me? I just don't. This wasn't like a one-off. This was a pattern, multiple victims, repeated years and years. It just bugs me to no end. All right, that's enough of that. I'm going to go on to something more cheerful. Bye, guys.